I knew a girl that was born on September 11th, not the big one. Like that was just the day of her birthday, and she did kind of lead a cursed life. So I think the foreshadowing was there.
We're all dead with Chris and Matt, two idiots, friends in a great big chat. Meet the boys and hear their words. Their brains are full of stinky old turds. But what would you rather do instead? We're all dead. We're all dead. We're all dead.
Have you ever asked her what her most memorable birthday has been?
No, I know. No, we don't really talk anymore because she's cursed.
Oh.
And I was like,
Yeah,
I don't want you fucking up my life.
That's that's my wife's brother's birthday, September 11th, and he was like, I don't know, he was probably like 6 or 7 when it happened. So he was young enough to where they can't tell him about it because it's like it won't register what's happening. So
Yeah,
it was
won't
like,
even make sense. Like, how do you explain that? Yeah.
So they took him to a Chinese restaurant because it's the only one that was still open.
Oh, God.
Chinese restaurants like, no, we're not closing.
You're like, no.
Yeah,
That's like how my mom.
Tragedy. Would you like the general
Peking
sauce?
duck? Yeah, we can have it. We're gonna treat ourselves to the actual duck. No, my mom she would never let us celebrate Halloween, so she would like take us, we would like close the house down and like we weren't allowed to trick or treat, but then she would take us to like Ruby Tuesday, you know, and like that would be like we'd have some.
Everyone knows there's no ghouls at Ruby Tuesday.
I know. I was like,
yep, no ghouls and goblins.
Just a salad bar instead of trick or treating. Like that's fine. That's close.
Thanks, Mom.
I remember people not
I'm assuming
liking
religious
Halloween.
purposes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
She was
remember like All
so-
Hallows Eve was like special to a lot of people when I was young. You know, like
in what way?
like Halloween's the day after a Christian holiday.
Which one? Nobody ever told me that.
It's like
on October 30th.
It is All Hallows Eve or all whatever the.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
You know,
is that a Catholic? I mean, you're
So
you
they
were brought up Catholic, Perry.
Yeah, it's Catholic, but they put the holiday there because the pagans were doing the Halloween shit. So they tried. That's the same with Christmas and the solstice. Like they put holidays on top of pagan holidays to try to get rid of them. And Halloween,
this will cancel it out.
But dressing up stuck around because it's fun.
Yeah.
The strategic idea behind that, I think, is just to like give them a similar celebration on
They
the
can do
same
both,
day. Yeah. So that basically it eases the transition to being a Christian, which
when the Romans were taking over the pagans, they were like, you can kind of have both. It's fine.
Yeah. Mick Napier,
yes, I love Mick Napier.
the author of Improvise, the owner of the Annoyance Theater in Chicago, like an influential improviser out of the Chicago comedy scene.
An opinionated man.
He is very opinionated. One of like the new Annoyance Theater was like, you know, there were all these, every business had a sign like, do not smoke within 25 feet of the door. And outside the Annoyance, it's like smoke as close to the door as you possibly can. Like he's such a contrarian, but he did this really funny video, where he talks about Easter. And he's like, and it's all like, it's like a flip that he's just like dropping things on a pile, and the camera is like looking down at this table, and he's talking about like the history of Easter, the pagan origins of Easter. And it ends, you know, at the end of it is just like, God is a lie, and like all of these, just like he's explaining it like very like he's talking to a child, but he's like, God is a lie. This holiday is completely fake. It is Oestra, co-opted from the pagan holiday. Yeah.
Oestra.
Anyway, it's just hilarious, and how appropriate that I'm wearing the shirt from this local Pacific Northwest punk band called Gaytheist as I'm talking about Mick Napier.
Dude, Gaytheist is
I'm an atheist. Yeah, I think
name.
that's great.
It's a devil.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh fuck yeah, that's great.
It's a fucking goat.
That's
yeah,
Black
I went to a Jesus Lizard show, and my buddy, like these guys opened, and he was like, "Let's get fucking Gaytheist shirts, man." I was like, all right.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Oh,
And then I realized immediately, like, I can't wear this around anyone in normal society, or they'll be like,
No.
what is this guy's fucking deal?
I lived in Seattle very briefly, and I had my roommates are in a band called Grave Babies, and it's funny because there's a band in Boston called Brave Baby, but I was like, oh cool, I'm gonna get a Grave Babies shirt, and then I wore it when I moved to New York, and a very hip like young bartender was like, what the fuck is that shirt? Like it even pissed like the most like edgy people off. They were just like, that's just fucking awful. You're awful. That's an awful shirt and you're awful. And he was like, I think he asked me, did I kiss my mother with that mother? I was like, I'm not saying it. I'm just wearing it. But I had to retire that
I'm
shirt.
just putting it in your head.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you
I had
kiss
to
your
retire.
mother with that shirt?
Yeah, I was like, do you
on?
kiss your brother with that mustache, you fucking hipster? Like, he was so mad.
You're not edgy in the exact way I like.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn, you guys are stupid.
So even in New York, that shirt didn't fly. But the Pacific Northwest, they'll fucking go out on a limb. They don't care.
Man.
They don't care, man.
Yeah, I've seen
it's a
some
great place.
insane style choices, fashion choices out here.
What kind of stuff do you see? What are you
People
seeing?
used to seeing like wild junkies like walking around like no one cares about what you're wearing.
Oh, that's who I'm talking about.
Dude, a lot of face tats.
Those guys are wearing the craziest stuff. I saw a Bugs Bunny t-shirt the other day. Unbelievable.
In Portland, my first day in Portland, I for real saw a kid nodding out on the street, and he had a tiger tail pinned to his ass. He had a tail. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
What, like a budget furry where he's just like, I can't afford the whole suit. I'm just gonna safety pin a tail to my fucking studded leather belt.
On layaway still. Hey, by the way, welcome to the show. We're here with guest Lindsay Collins.
Lindsay Collins in the house.
Lindsay,
I gotta say, I'm honestly honored. I got your message and you were like, "Do you want to be on the show?" I didn't understand that you meant as a guest. I was like, I thought somehow I was going to be in a producer role because I was like, wait, as a guest?
What?
So I don't know what I'm
gonna
doing.
Talk?
Yeah, I'm always like behind the computer. So I was like, "Oh, you want me to be okay?" So I'm very honored. I'm a big fan. Big fan of the show.
Thank
Big fan.
Our in-person episode.
We're big fans of you.
The Alien Witch Trials was filmed in Lindsay's studio.
We got to do more of those. That was fun.
Yeah, the live in the room was very fun. It was
super cool.
It was good to be in the same space together.
Was that the first time you guys had recorded in person, like together?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
The first and only so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. It was very fun. There was a small audience. It was me and Jeremy.
Yeah.
And
that's right. Shout out to Jeremy. What's up, Jeremy?
What up, Jeremy? He's a big
Hope
fan.
you're
He's a
listening.
big fan. Yeah.
Yeah. It's hilarious. It's so funny. I was like, Jeremy meeting Chris is the first time Chris met a pure fan,
a listener that I didn't know before. Yeah.
Yes.
It's very funny.
That's a real experience because it's like easy to be like, oh, thanks when your friends say that they like the show, but it's like when a total stranger likes the show, you're like, wow,
it's funny,
Chris
guys.
from the podcast.
Jeremy, you're my new best friend.
That's great.
It's great. It's Chris from the We're All Dead podcast. Oh God.
Well,
so
at our rate of getting fans, we can remain best friends with every single fan.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
Yes. No, you will.
We have
my goal.
7.
I just
friends.
don't have. Yeah, I don't have very many friends, so that's why I started a podcast so that someone might like me.
Do you mean like Conan O'Brien needs a friend? You thief!
Oh my god!
Yeah,
dude.
we went through an early name change. It was going to be Matt and Chris need a friend,
and then we realized that we're friends.
Oh yeah.
You're like, well, we have one.
We don't experience the same societal isolation that Conan does.
Yeah, poor Conan. Poor
Yeah, he's
Conan's
just so insulated
isolated.
from all society.
Yeah, nobody knows who he is.
I don't leave my office. I've never left this office.
You're just there all the time.
I'm trying to. I'm gonna try to write a movie that I don't have to get out of this chair to film.
Oh my God! Well, you kind of took
goal.
it for a test drive with the recent video from Rip at the Movies. It was so good.
Oh yeah, I
True.
did. I
Yeah,
didn't
shout
Well, I
out
guess
to
you did get up
Matt's
to go to the
Rick.
bathroom and to make coffee in that video, so you can't really say that you didn't leave your chair. You got more work to do.
And he also got to showcase his skills as an irresponsible employee.
Oh my God, dude!
Very accurate video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
We'll have
Put
to
that on
post
your
a link
resume.
to it. Is it on YouTube now? We should let the listeners see it.
Oh, I need to put it on our YouTube. It's on our Instagram.
Graham?
It's on
Okay.
Insta.
Insta.
We're All Dead podcast Instagram.
We're all
Like-
dead
like
podcast.biz.
Yeah, BIZ.
And you can
BIZ.
see me act with Tom Cruise and Jeremy Renner.
Jeremy
Wow, what was
Renner.
it like to work with them? That
what a
must have been
get.
huge.
So
What a get.
professional, those guys. They're just
Yeah.
so good to work with.
Did Jeremy Renner, did he threaten to hit you with a snowplow as well? Because when I met him, he was all about it. He was like, hey,
He was
you
upset.
want to
like,
be
"Don't
laid
make
up
me
for
get my
a year and
plow."
a half?
Dude, have you ever looked up the picture of the snowplow that fell on him? This shit,
Yeah, it's got a mean face.
Dude, this
It's
shit
got a
weighs
really
like
angry...
it weighs like 8 tons. It's like the
Yeah.
biggest thing I've
Just
ever seen.
snowplow. Of course, it weighs 8 tons.
Yeah, it wasn't like a snowplow. It was like a.
It was huge.
It was like a slope grooming machine. It was like it had like tank tracks. Like it was
Can't
fucking
believe
gigantic.
He survived from. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I think his first public appearance, by the way, after that was here in Charleston.
Yes.
And he was pushing his like tequila or whatever his liquor is.
Yeah, but
Nice.
did you see that turned into a total fucking sham, that they were just rebottling other tequila and he had to like formally dude, oh my God, there's this whole scandal. This
Oh,
guy's
shit.
like life fell apart. He like basically was hoodooed by this some guy that was like, I'm starting a distillery. He like somehow convinced a bunch of people to give him money. Jeremy Renner was the face of it.
Put some names
And
on
then
it.
one day it just like the staff was like locked out. They were millions of dollars in debt, and they found like all these other like repackaged, like they were just the distillery was a sham.
They were
And
just
Jeremy
dumping-
Renner had
They were just swapping labels.
Oh, that sucks.
That's all
They were dumping Stoli
yes,
into a new
not
bottle.
even like like pop off. Like they were just
Yeah.
like fuck it. Like
That's
They
hilarious.
just put their label over the existing
Yeah.
label.
they just wrote Jeremy Renner like a bad
Yeah.
drawing of Jeremy Renner's face over the label of another vodka.
Jeremy Renner
that-
seems like such a nice guy, and he
I
keeps
know,
getting
he got
fucked
hoodwinked.
up.
Poor
Like
bastard.
snowplows and fucking snake oil salesman. He's
Oh,
just
and he was like,
Poor guy.
"Man, I'm gonna be just like Clooney when this hits the shelves."
Yep. Oh, he was. Yeah, he had big dreams about it. I'm sure.
Damn it.
Just like thinking about the commercial that he would be in, like just sipping on a tequila shot or doing body shots off of a model.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just a snowplow. That's all he gets. Just a snowplow and fucking
I was Jason
Damn.
Bourne in one movie. Damn it!
one movie.
Yeah, he was.
The Jeremy Renner tequila and or snowplow fuel. You can use it as either one. It's a dual purpose product.
You can get your snowplow going with this, or you can just fucking drink it if your life's falling apart.
Haunted by snowplows.
Yeah, it's fucked up. No, he had to he had to
right.
formally say he was done with that because it turned into such a mess. But it was
He got
Yeah.
fire fested. Damn.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
it's bad when you got to bring a press release into the mix. That's
I know.
that's a big oopsie.
Danny McBride's tequila is one of the last alcoholic beverages I had before I quit drinking.
Did
Was
you?
it
So
good?
you're still not drinking? I've been
Yeah.
meaning to talk to you about this.
Yeah,
for you.
I'm 9 months.
Fuck yeah.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, whatever month it is. Yeah, you're 9 months and 11 days.
Oh
Wow.
shit, dude! I'm 9/11 into being sober.
I got on 9/11, no less.
Oh no.
Quitting drinking, Matt's personal 9/11.
Wow. Okay. Never forget. I will never forget this now.
That's good that you quit on the day you did, because you'll
beer.
never forget which day you quit drinking. Oh no, wait.
Never.
Actually, didn't you
Actually,
quit
this
like
will never work again. The formula will never work again.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's just this one.
I quit drinking. The
On
last drink I
January
had
2nd.
was January 2nd. In a hotel room in Paris, I had a glass of red wine. So I had French wine in Paris. I'll go out on top.
Stop making that sound.
I've had my fill.
Yeah. Well,
That's
I
like-
quit drinking like the day before New Year's, that was fun. Like,
This New Year's, like this one past.
This past New Year's.
Wow.
And I mean, I started back up after like 3 months.
Okay. Okay. Right.
But
Perfect.
now I'm on another 3-monther.
Ooh,
Right now.
Good for
nice.
you.
Yeah. I'm like,
I was gonna say you were
week
drunk
in,
at
week and
Doug
a half.
Stanhope.
Yes. Oh. Yes, I was.
I was sober at Doug Stanhope after that. When he came
Wow.
here, same tour.
Yeah, I was drinking so much at the Doug Stanhope show just
You
because
have to.
what an enabler. He's the best enabler in the biz. You know what I mean?
He's like
But I was
five
just
drinks
pounding
deep
beers
when he hits the
with my
stage.
buddy. We were watching the show, sitting at right up front, and I was like laughing so much and like not interrupting the show, just enjoying it and just like having a lot of fun.
He can clearly see.
And he started doing like a tad bit of crowd work like halfway through. And he was like, you're fucking a cartoon person. He's like, your smiles, your laughs, you're just like, you're kind of an ideal audience member. You're just like crazy enthusiastic, and I don't know how to feel about it. I was like, all right.
I mean, that's
fair.
that's not even crowd work. That's like crowd support. He's just like going out there, just like giving you props, being like, "Wow, like 5 stars is in terms of what an audience member you are and how your participation.
You're
is.
egging me on. You're, I'm feeling like this is a positive interaction, and I was just like,
I want to. God, I want to
I'm
like
peeking like crazy. I'm yelling. Sorry.
I want to burn his material so bad from that show, but I can't. It's so funny. It's gonna be on a special, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
But
Matt, you have like whatever an audiographic memory where like if someone tells you a good joke, you can remember it for like the rest of your life.
I can.
I have the opposite of I have to read it in print if I'm going to remember anything.
I can't remember like what I did yesterday, but I remember like word for word like paragraphs I've read in books when I was like 14. You know, I don't know.
I feel like when
It's called
we're
being
in,
autistic, dude.
Yes.
I'm fucked up.
I feel like when we're in rehearsals and stuff, Matt will be like, he'll quote some bit that someone did in a rehearsal in Chicago, like 20, like I don't know how long ago, and it's like he'll remember it exactly, and I'm like, how do you keep all that? How do you do it? How do you keep all that in your brain?
He forgets all the bad shows. That's what it is.
Yeah, I don't remember
that's nice.
anything I've ever done.
Clear
nice.
data, clear memory, clear history.
Yeah, I dumped the
God.
cash. Dude, I remember Chris and I both remember one improv scene from 20 years ago in Chicago, the same one. And we know the whole scene because it's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I'm a little fuzzy on some of the details.
All right, I'll tell you
reenact it.
The setup of it. So these guys so it's this group called Foursquare. They were the funniest dudes. And they're all like working actors. I mean, some of them are doing pretty well.
Yeah, Peter Gross is an Emmy award-winning writer. Wow. Did the Daily Show. Like he's been on a ton of like the late night talk shows and stuff. And John
actor.
Lutz, famous from 30 Rock. Who's a SNL writer and then had a role in 30 Rock. He was part of that group too.
Oh my God.
Rob Janis and
Dan Bacadol.
Dan Bacadol, who has been in a
Dan Bacadol is one of the main characters on Veep. He's like the assistant to No.
Nope.
Oh no,
That's
sorry,
Matt Walsh.
That's Matt Walsh. My bad.
But
Dan Baggett on some tons of shit. But anyways, sorry.
Yeah, he's been in a bunch of
being
stuff.
autistic.
Anyways,
I think you really
fucked up.
blew it there, Matt.
Dude, your diagnosis just got revoked.
So
bro.
No more.
this fucking scene they did, one of them sits on stage in a chair. Two of them walk on stage, and one of the guys walking on stage, it's like hitting his buddy that he's walking on with, and he goes, "Dude, listen to this story. This is the funniest shit I've ever heard in my goddamn life." And the guy in the chair starts crying immediately. and he goes, "It was the worst car wreck I've ever seen." And the guy's like, he's like, "Yes, this shit's hilarious."
He's like, dude, just wait.
wait
You won't
to
even
hear this.
believe it, dude. You won't even believe it.
And
It's amazing.
the story proceeded to be a pregnant woman got in a car wreck,
Oh God!
and he goes, she has a miscarriage because of the car wreck, and when she sees her dead baby, she jams a piece of glass into her own neck. And the dude's listening to the story. One of the guys goes, "What a stupid bitch."
Oh my God!
Dude. Oh, it was
it's but yeah, so like obviously the game is like this dude is just psyched for whatever the guy says.
Yeah,
and the
whatever
guy's sitting
comes
there,
out of his mouth.
He's like,
"Yes."
he's like, all right, I'm gonna say the darkest possible things, and this guy has created the scenario where he's gonna laugh at everything and try to heighten all. So he like came up with the most depressing possible scenario.
He was like,
and
another
the way
car.
that they did that without communicating at all.
He just
and,
goes,
like
another.
They just both were on it. It was
Because
so
another
good.
car stopped, and a man ran to the accident to see what was wrong, and he tripped and fell, and the car antenna went in his eye and into his brain.
And killed him instantly.
And the guy goes, "Oh man, that's one of those things that if you tried to do it, you couldn't."
If you tried to do it, you couldn't. Like you could never make that happen again, man. What are the odds?
God,
He was just so hyped about the story, even though it was the biggest bummer story of all time.
The worst story of all time.
So there's an improv scene.
Stupid bitch.
Stupid bitch. Dude, we say that to each other way too much.
Yeah.
For 20 years.
Yeah, we reference an improv scene from 20 years ago. I'll be like, I gotta check in with Matt. Wonder what he's doing. Maybe I should text him. Okay, text. Stupid bitch. Just text that to him to say hi.
It's a greeting.
Yeah.
We've more of a colloquialism. I love that.
Yeah. We've turned it into a term of endearment.
Yes.
That's sweet. God, that's sweet.
I should say
it's what she would have wanted.
Yeah.
And her child.
Lindsay and I do improv together.
Yes.
Lindsay and I have a monthly show called Disruptor.
Yeah. Shout out Disruptor. Oh my God.
Disrupting. One of our members.
All right, guys, give us your plugs, okay? When are your dates? Come on, the people need to know. Disruptor
the next
Improv.
show is TBD. Our Instagram is
shout out
in
to TBD.
let's see. What else do we got going on?
We don't advertise.
Yeah, we just lost a member. Cliff moved to Chicago. He's like on his way there.
Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Actually, he said, I think he said he's going to The Annoyance. So he'll know Mick Napier.
Yep.
He'll get his fucking head
What do you
kicked
mean
in.
he's going there? Is it like a school, or is he just like gonna go there and say hi?
It's a school. Yeah. So
Yeah, they have
all have
classes that you can take.
So he can just go there. Anyone can go there. Okay.
You go and you sign up for classes, and you can start putting up shows there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I hear people talk about The Annoyance a lot. I was just in New York and I went to see like an improv. I think it was just a bunch of Herald shows. I know it was at UCB, and it was cool.
UCB.
I think
They call them mods. Don't they call them mod, like Harold and Maude?
Harold and Maude?
Yeah, UCB calls them mod, like it's a mod show. I don't know.
I don't know what they.
Chris
no,
is
but I mean,
making
they're heralds. They're
this up.
heralds.
They're heralds and they're. I mean, Maude was definitely the hotter one of the two in the movie, so I get why they would want to defer to her.
Sure,
Yeah, man.
Are you sure you
Yeah.
didn't like that teen boy?
Yeah,
The
no,
teen
I liked
boy
him too,
or
but,
the elderly woman? Which
but
one?
the elderly woman was just too seductive.
She
couldn't-
was really cute.
she was
I got to be
so
honest.
seductive.
When
So
I saw it,
cute.
I was like,
I like that movie's just like cool. It's fine. This is good.
Yeah.
We're good with this.
Yeah, people were like, "That's all right." I mean, it's
Dude, flip their sexes. Oh my god.
there is a movie like that. It's called Lolita.
Lolita. Yeah.
Yep.
And people
Yep.
get murdered over it.
Yeah, no, it was good though. It was cool to see. I had hyped it up so much in my mind though. UCB, like I don't know why. Like
Yeah.
I don't have the background that you guys do in comedy like that, so I don't have as much of a point of reference. But I was like, I don't know. I expected I was going to see something like iconic happen, and it was just kind of a regular show. I kind of left being like, wow, Disruptor would whip ass up here.
The last time that I mean we're funny, but the last time I went to UCB, it was Ian Roberts, Matt Walsh, Amy Poehler,
Yeah,
and like all their and Brian Stack, who's like a Conan writer, but like it was like it was an iconic show because like they're so good, like they are incredible at improv.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, like the idea
that
like,
was their show, the ASCAT
UCB
show.
UCB, IO, like all the shows are good, but they're not like their heyday was in the late 90s
right
through mid 2000s.
I mean, these are all
like
students
when they were
of their,
yeah, exactly.
Students
they're
of
all
students
who are and
how come they're not as good? Like, what's happening there? I'm always like, why did the 90s, like, why does it have to end in the 90s? Like, I was like, there were a couple standouts.
Everything was funnier and cooler and edgier then.
Is that true?
I don't think that's it. I think it's just like the quality of the individual performers is different. Like, I mean, dude, if you guys watch me do a show and then watched the original UCB cast, like the founders do a show, like there's a clear difference. And I think that's just like, it's hard to teach. Like they're trying to teach their own natural way that they figured out how they like to do improv.
They're there because they were naturally funny as fuck, and then they figured out
they're just whip smart as fuck
to like teach it. But then it's like people who aren't funny go to these classes, and they are technically following the rules, but it's like I think it's like I think good funny is natural, but you have to work it out like a muscle.
Yeah.
But where are the new funny people? Do you know what I mean? Like, where are the new naturally funny people?
I mean,
like,
personally, I hate to be the old man, but I think generationally, they're less funny.
Yeah.
I think because they are terrified of offending people and it's overcorrected. And it's like, I hate to be the like, oh, they're woke, but it's like, it's not that. It's that they're scared to talk about topics regardless of the point of the punchline. Like certain topics they won't even go to, which is odd.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I've
heard this from New York open micers. They're like, New York open mic stand-up scene sucks because everybody is like,
because stand-up sucks.
They're like, what's funny to them is they're like, how can I, what category of victim am I in, and how can I exploit this on stage? Like, as a white woman, I don't like that.
If that was their conscious thought process, that would be really funny.
I think it is.
That would be, like if they really were like,
guys,
how can I victimize me here?
Now let's work our formula. This is how it works. No, I mean, I feel like that's the case, but also like some of the stuff, the choices they were making at this show that I was at, I was like, these are actually like, they weren't playing it safe. It just wasn't well executed. You know what I mean? Like they were actually going out there farther than I've seen even stuff here. Like, I feel like we all play very night. Like there was a lot of guns, you know what I mean? There was a lot of like name calling. There was a lot of like sexual stuff, which is great. But they were taking risks.
Sounds like a great show.
They just weren't doing it well. Yeah, guns.
Those are also amateurish crutches.
That's what I'm saying.
To fall back on, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
You may have just seen it's what
it didn't feel finesseful,
The
but
young
it didn't
kids.
feel like funny. I don't know. It was fun. It was very cool. But I was like, I think it was interesting to see a show because I've never even been to Chicago. How about that?
Or New York,
Bro.
or Chicago.
Isn't that lame? I've been to New York a million times. I live there.
Oh, I thought you were talking about UCB and
Then you don't need to go to Chicago.
I thought you were talking about
I mean,
UCB in
come
New
on.
York.
I was, but I'm saying I've never been to
was.
Chicago. Like I've never
yeah.
seen
Never been to
like
Chicago.
a real improv
Like Second
show.
City or whatever.
Yeah.
Chicago and New York are different. Hello.
Yeah. Okay. Hello. They're
What's
two different places.
how?
Duh.
I'm just kidding.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, like the UCB's main show is it's like a sketch that they honed from improv. Like
Is it?
their main their main show opens with like I think the first half is all sketch that was like written out of them improvising and rewriting.
I did not know that.
And then the second
So it's like Second
half-
City?
that's Second City's main
That's
show.
like a Second City main stage.
Yeah.
But they do the same thing at UCB? I didn't know that.
No, I was talking about Second City. Yeah,
Oh.
ding
Oh, you-
dong.
you said
okay.
UCB.
You
You
said
did
Second City.
say.
Sorry.
We're gonna rewind the tape, and you definitely
All right.
said UCB.
Yeah, let's get some playback here.
Matt,
okay?
once again, Chicago, New York, not the same thing. No, I mean, it was cool. This was like a group at UCB. Improv does suck.
Improv is fucking stupid, bro.
It's so dumb. I was like, it's only fun for comics. Like, it's just fun for comics.
Oh, can we talk about Cliff's final sketch in
Oh,
Charleston
Cliff?
for us
Yeah.
at
Oh.
his going away party?
Which
Ooh.
one? Which one?
Beaver Sword. What they did.
Yeah,
Uh,
excellent.
him and his bro Jason. So these two guys, Cliff and Jason. Cliff's moving to Chicago. We did a going away party for Cliff, and it was every improv team Cliff has been a part of performed. So Cliff had
It
to
was the
perform
best.
in every single thing.
Awesome.
And
That's-
then
And it was
that's
only
great.
improvisers in the crowd, and it was the most fun I've ever
Yeah.
had at a show ever. I was like,
That's incredible.
100% improv crowd. And so the final thing was he and Jason, they had a group called Beaver Sword. That was just the two of them. And,
so good.
And they did a sketch to end Cliff's party. And it was them setting up a sketch by saying there absolutely will not be any vampires or Draculas in this sketch.
You don't have to worry. There's not going to be anything. If you wore a crucifix, that's cool, but you don't need it because there's no
Yeah.
vampires.
If there's any garlic in the scene, it's not to scare away a vampire.
You don't
It's just
need
in the
it.
scene.
That's fine. This setup went on so long of all the reasons why there was going to be no vampire talk or vampires in this sketch whatsoever.
Dude, and then the sketch begins. Cliff puts on giant lobster hands, his giant claw hands. And then he goes, knock, knock, knock. And Jason goes, come in.
Come in.
And Cliff's
Wait.
he goes, wait, I could
That
have
is not-
walked in. I did not need him to invite me in,
Yeah.
just in case you guys are wondering.
It's like, this is not a vampire bit. We're so sorry. We looked this show up and down, top to bottom. There was going to be no vampire bits. We're going to start over.
It's so funny.
It's so excellent. Beaver Sword is man. I hope they reemerge somehow because
I
I'm
know.
like Jason Mail is so fucking funny. Like I think he might be the funniest person. Sorry, Matt. I know I used to say that you were the funniest person. I still do say that. But Jason Mail, I don't know. That guy's brilliant.
I love their style together. They
Me too.
Yeah, look up Beaver Sword on Instagram. It's very funny.
So funny.
And
yes,
there are
I
no new
will.
sketches, but the funny old ones. Dude, there's one where he sits down and it's a job interview between the two of them, and he goes, yeah, can I see your resume? And Cliff pulls out a handful of spaghetti from his pocket that's fully cooked and just puts it on the table.
I haven't seen that one. Oh my god.
And he's like, that's spaghetti. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. Let me get my resume. And then he just keeps pulling out more spaghetti from all of his pockets. It's so dumb.
That is incredibly stupid.
I
So
love
It's
of
very
course I love it.
stupid. You're gonna love it.
That's amazing.
No, I hope he so that'll be cool if he's at the Annoyance. We'll get to, maybe we can all take a field trip. Maybe we'll all meet there and we'll do the We're All Dead Sober podcast together.
Yeah.
Dude, I would love
Get
to
super sober, dude.
travel up to Chicago and do a pod.
Sober as fuck.
That would be sick. We did that one time with Effin B Radio. I just booked a hotel room.
Effin B Radio. Yes.
Oh yeah. But my podcast, Effin B Radio, I booked a hotel room in New York and just like booked all these chefs, and like it was, I don't know how they all decided they would do it, but they were like, it was like big time chefs, and they were just in a hotel room. That's awesome. Like with our clothes and I think they thought it was going to be like a conference room. And then I was just like, come to this room. It was so weird.
Weinstein.
We were just like in a hotel room. And my co-host at the time, we had gone out to this like Michelin star restaurant that I used to work at and had like 25 courses the night before. So much wine. She was so hungover. She just like gets up mid-interview. Like we're interviewing the chef from the Four Horsemen who is named Nick Curtola, and that's LCD Sound Systems restaurant in New York. He's like a major get. It was like huge to have him.
Awesome.
She just like gets up, goes into the bathroom mid-show. I'm like, where's she going? And just starts shitting so much, like so much. And we're in a tiny ass hotel room, and the smell is just like coming like it was just everywhere. Like this was like a rancid shit. And she just like, I just interviewed him by myself the whole time while she shit in the background. And he was just like, well, thanks for this. Like left, but still to this day I'm like, dude, I don't know. We packed him in. We had like 6 people in a row, all major players, and it was just like, sorry about the shit smell.
That should be Effin B Radio. So you should do a food and bev radio show for everybody, and then a Patreon. You should interview people while they're shitting. the flip side of the industry.
For you sick fucks out there, if you guys really want to see the behind the scenes, that's we're gonna. It was insane.
Welcome to Exit Wound, the after Michelin star restaurant podcast. All right.
It was
Exit Wound.
Yeah, dude. It's like, welcome to Doggy Bag. Everything after that you couldn't fit in. It's like, it was so insane. I just had to pretend that it wasn't happening. I was like, no one could acknowledge that she had left the show altogether, and then that the smell was just permeating everything.
That is awesome. So
it's crazy.
How long have you been doing Effin B Radio? And tell people about Effin B.
Thanks. Yes. I started Effin B Radio in 2016. Wow. So I was like pretty, what is that? Like almost 10 years.
9 years ago.
Yeah, 9 years
ago.
Ish.
I had never like heard of a podcast. My partner, Jeremy, number one fan of We're All Dead.
Shout out to Jeremy. Okay.
Shout out, Jeremy.
Wait, let's trick him. Jeremy.
Wait.
Hello.
Hey, Jeremy.
Are you there?
Babe?
Jeremy,
No.
I can't hear you.
Call me
Jeremy,
back.
I can't hear you, bud.
Bud? Babe?
Bud?
Bud, babe?
Hun?
Babe, bud?
Hun?
Sweetie?
Okay, sorry.
He was listening to me and said co-host, her name's Nikki Fairman. She's an extremely funny person. And Philip Michael Cohen, like we were all having wine after we worked in the same restaurant. And he was like, somebody would listen to this. And this is how old it is. It was like Serial was the like SERIAL.
Yeah.
Cereal. You guys you worked at a cereal restaurant. I got it.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
No, but we did later start a podcast, a spinoff with me and Philip Michael Cohen, and it was called Cereal with a C. And we just ate cereal and talked on the phone.
That's a great idea.
And it was so bad. Like we would get the same cereal, but it was just like the sounds were so bad. Like in theory, it was a good idea, but it was awful.
Yeah, that's an auditory nightmare.
Yeah.
It was so, and he lived like way in the middle of nowhere in the Hudson because he moved, and so he couldn't get any reception. It was just like every other word, him dropping out and just me chewing, and it didn't work. But Effin B Radio has been going since 2016 because I don't know. We just kind of talked insider baseball with what was going on for the Bev.
Always, it's been a podcast the entire time, right?
Yeah.
But you also have a terrestrial radio presence, no? Like
in real life?
Didn't you like on Ohm Radio? Didn't you?
I like that you said terrestrial because now I just feel myself as a turtle. I was like, I'm a turtle? I'm in the terrestrium?
Yeah, not space satellites, terrestrial radio.
Terrestrial. Well, Effin B Radio, when it first came out, Ohm Radio reached out to us and they were like, will you play? We want to play it on the radio at late night. But we had to go through, actually, shout out to Jeremy. He had to go through and cut out all the curse words. And they were so many. And so the edits, we did it for like 6 months. But it would be rad because we would be driving home from getting off work at a restaurant and you just hear it like playing on the radio.
On the radio.
It was like,
awesome.
So we had it was a podcast, but it also got played on the radio for a year.
That's awesome.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like you manifested it by naming it Effin B Radio.
Yeah, people were like, "Well, you said it's on the radio, so let's do that."
Yes, and for the record, I'll put a link up, but it's Effin B. It's EFFIN. Effin.
It's a visual pun, and it's really stupid. It's a stupid name, but people they get it. They're like, what's that?
I was telling Perry about this. I was like, I didn't know that it meant food and beverage for so long.
Right.
I was like, what is it? Fucking bitch? Or what? I don't know what it is. Like, what is it? What does Effin B stand for?
Radio.
Fucking bitch.
I was like, I don't know. She's owning it. Like,
she's really letting people know.
Hey, welcome to fucking bitch radio.
Welcome
Fuck
to
you
fucking
for listening, you
bitch.
piece of shit.
I feel like that is like, isn't that half of the women podcasts that are like on YouTube are like, it's like, welcome to my fucking podcast where I talk about fucking guys.
Like,
yes.
Hey,
yes,
this is the podcast where girls talk like podcast guys do.
It's the flip side to the Alpha Bro podcast.
Talk like podcast guys do.
They do. It's that slew of Alpha Bro podcast and those dumb girl podcasts. It's horrifying to see.
No, it's great. It's good.
They love it.
Variety is the spice of life.
I love seeing someone. I love seeing a dumbass win a debate against another dumbass.
Can you even call it winning? It's just like they're just like, they just decide that that's enough and their time is up. They have to stop and they're like, we'll pick right back up here next week. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Wow. Chad really made fucking Lisa look like an idiot. He owned her.
Yeah.
It's like they're both the two dumbest people I've ever seen. Like. I love any video on Instagram that says such and such owns such and such. It's like it's always two idiots.
Like one owns the other.
Yeah, someone owning another person is always the most disappointing clip ever. Just like, did they own them?
It'll be like
I don't know.
Because it'll be like, watch this preacher own this kid on the street. And the kid on the street will be like, we should make the Bible illegal. And it's like, God damn it. He's a fucking moron. It's like, of course you're going to win against this guy.
Yeah. Yeah. The straw man is an actual human today. The straw man. And he sucks.
Yeah. And he got owned by this
he got
owned,
lots of straw men walking around. Anyway.
No, Effin B Radio is on a weird hiatus. Just because my job is so busy that I haven't put out I put out an episode a couple of weeks ago. It was me and Philip, my old co-host. And it like weirdly I don't know how it happened, but it has like 30,000 downloads or something.
Whoa,
like it just went bonkers. Like people fucking love Philip.
People were hungry.
Then bring him back.
No pun intended.
But people were hungry for more.
They were hungry. Hunger puns. They were hungry for the food and the beverage.
But like it makes
what am I tickling? Yeah.
You're tickling this hungry man. It makes me wonder why podcast, like, is that the algorithm? Because like you probably, I mean, I don't know. You'll have like I've had, like I said, big guests before where like no one gives a fuck or like this one, and it's just like it ends up like part of me wants to believe that the quality of the podcast, like if it is funny. People, is that just people sharing it? They're like 20,000 people were like, or 10,000 people were like, hey, listen to this. Like, how the fuck did it do that?
No, it's the
algorithm is mysterious.
Yeah, and the algorithm is constantly changing, and I don't know what it is. Because I've put out stuff where I'm like, when it's something you go, this is going to do well. It's got all the ingredients of like it's topical, it's this, it's that, and then you put it out, and no one looks at it.
This is a perfect piece of content,
and then you just and then
everyone's sleeping on it.
It's usually the thing that you fart out just as a whim that gets like 1 million views.
I know.
My most
It's like
viral video ever I made as a goof in 20 minutes by myself, and it went like super viral. I was like,
let's talk about it, because that was actually, are you talking about Sitting in Silence with Johnny Depp?
yes.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. So what Matt did,
I thought it was funny.
Take the reins and explain. It's hilarious. So Matt took an interview. It was like either an Inside the Actor Studio interview or and it was just every piece where you got a one shot of Johnny Depp and the host not talking, and it was just them. Like when they cut to the other person while the other person was talking, that was in it, and it was hilarious
just to see that, like, between two people looking at each other, and
fucking brilliant.
And then cut to the audience, like the students are all
the
just
audience
like,
is like engaged
just
and
like looking,
subtle nods, and it's just nothing is being
Which,
said.
by the way, I didn't know him at the time. Bradley Cooper's in the audience.
Oh yeah,
he's one of the students.
Hilarious! Oh my God!
There's that viral
because
clip
I
of him
watched
talking to Robert De Niro. Or something.
I watched like every episode of Inside the Actors Studio, and I think I was watching the Johnny Depp one, and it just dawned on me that nothing they say is going to help anybody in that room act better. And I was like, who fucking cares what they're saying? Like, they're just there to look at Johnny Depp. And
sitting in silence.
Yeah.
With
so
Johnny
I was like,
Depp.
just have Johnny Depp come in a room. You would fill it up like all the way and just be like, look at him. Like, it would
you'd take away just as much.
Yeah, and it's worth exactly
more.
the same. Because he was like, you know, I combined Ronald Reagan with a puppy dog to play Edward Scissorhands. And it was like, no one is going to be a better actor from this.
Puppy dog. No,
who fucking cares? Like, he's a weirdo.
I can't even think about Ronald Reagan. I just can't even understand that. That doesn't make any sense. That's just people saying shit. That's insane.
Yeah,
that's the point.
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly. Johnny Depp was like, "Oh shit, I didn't have an idea going into that role. I better come up with one quick on the spot. Just think of two things: puppy dog, Ronald Reagan. Go.
Perfect. These are my hacks. Follow me for more acting tips.
And it's also like he's a great actor, but I have a sneaking suspicion he's a goddamn dumbass.
Yeah,
he's not smart. Yeah. It's like, do you guys think George Clooney is really smart? I bet he's kind of dumb. Like, he just is really good at what he does.
He's probably smarter than your average actor.
Maybe.
I think, yeah. But
how about Brad Pitt?
Oh, come on. Come on.
He's just a pretty face, baby.
Just a beautiful face, but no, nothing. I like there was some cameo that he had in I don't even know the title of the movie. I feel like it had Sandra Bullock in it. It's new. It's Jeremy was watching it on the plane, but I couldn't hear any of the audio. But Brad Pitt dies early on in the movie. Like, he comes in just for a minute.
Nice.
And I was
like an action, or is it?
Yeah, it's like an action comedy. Like, I swear to God, I don't know what was happening or if this is even a real movie or a fever dream, but it was insane.
You weren't even on a plane.
I don't know. I was like, this is just a fucking spell that I had. But he was even without audio, especially without audio. And now that he's aging, I was like, this is the worst actor. Like, this guy's not a good actor. Like, Brad Pitt just looks like a moron. And then beautiful. He's so beautiful. Yeah. But I'm like, you can tell just by looking at him that his acting.
He's a good looking fella.
I will
just rewatch Inglourious Bastards.
I was gonna say, he's so good in Inglourious Bastards and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I love him.
Yes,
it's like his, but it's like he's almost doing like a half Sling Blade impression.
Totally. Oh my God!
Should we get some Nazi scalps?
Yeah, we do. All right. And business is a booming. Like, he's just like such a total. It's you're exactly right. It's a Sling Blade. It's like Sling Blade light. Like, he's
you can't help that, you guys.
Sling Blade adjacent. No,
that part
was a choice.
That part bleeds through.
Arrivederci.
Avida Zane.
I actually heard a Brad Pitt story from when he was like
scared.
This agent said when Brad Pitt was 19 years old and he was nobody, He goes,
but still hot.
but this dude was like his first agent, and he
19-year-old
goes,
Brad Pitt, are you kidding me? Those abs, you gotta
Woo.
be shitting
but he
me.
goes, Brad, yeah, and he goes, the agent goes, looking at him, you're like, this guy can be a movie star, 100%. And so he goes, Brad Pitt was
if
like,
he can talk, he can be a movie star.
yeah. So he said he picked up Brad Pitt because he didn't have a car, and he goes, Brad Pitt's like high as fuck, and he was like, I got an audition at this building, and he's like, okay, and he said he drove him there, and Brad Pitt, he said he pulled up to the building, and Brad Pitt got out and like looked around, and then was like, oh fuck, this is the wrong place. It's actually across town. And he was like, God damn it. Man. And he goes, and he like got him in his car again and took him like late to the right place. But he said he got it. It was like, he goes, this kid is gonna be
showed up
fucking
late.
movie star. Because
You're like, wow.
He's still crushing it, and he's just like, oh. Stoner.
Could you imagine walking through life like that? You miss your audition slot, so awesome. You show up an hour late, and they're just like, perfect. Oh yeah,
look at this kid.
Come on in. Yeah, no, you're perfect. Good. We'll see you now.
Yeah,
I've never had that in my life.
That's how good he looks. Jesus.
I mean, he's a dumbass, but look at Matt Perry. He's beautiful.
I've heard some people saying that, honestly. Yeah. I've heard people saying that at Disruptor shows. Yeah.
That's,
and the dumbass part.
That's my wife.
Yeah, the dumbass part especially.
The dumbass
he may be a total idiot.
That guy, that's my wife too.
He's got a touch of the tism, but he is a hottie.
Look at that hot-tism, boy.
Hot-tism.
Hot-tism.
Yeah. Hot-tism.
Yeah.
Lindsay,
he's a gaytheist
have you ever heard
hot-tism.
He's a gaytheist with hotism. Yeah, this is the political climate where you can succeed.
Yes.
I was going to say, have you ever heard of the story Chad Schmidt?
No.
Yeah.
So there was this story it was circled around Hollywood a lot.
It was a script.
A script called Chad Schmidt, and it was a vehicle for Brad Pitt about a guy who looks exactly like Brad Pitt trying to become a famous actor at the same time that Brad Pitt was becoming a famous actor. What? It's so meta.
And his name
so
is
weird.
Chad Schmidt. He's from like Nebraska or something.
Yeah, Chad Schmidt from Nebraska shows up in Hollywood.
So Brad Pitt plays
Chad
both
Schmidt
parts.
is played by Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But Brad Pitt is like, we're in reality with Brad Pitt. Oh, wow.
Yeah. You're in
and so this guy is just like, this dude is taking all my roles. Like,
he's like, I could compete with this Brad Pitt guy, but I can't quite make it happen. Because this Brad Pitt is like he hit just before I did, and it's so it's basically as if Brad Pitt like never truly became Brad Pitt, and was called Chad Schmidt. But I think it was like early 2000s when that was being shopped around, and everybody was like trying to make this movie happen because it wasn't Charlie Kaufman, but it was like basically
it's
a
in
Charlie
that
Kaufman
vein,
Oh
style movie.
my God.
Surrealism.
And,
I love that idea.
Yeah. It's a funny idea.
How
it made me laugh when I heard it.
This is just like Hollywood lore, or like you read the script?
The script I had heard the script was going around to people for years.
Wow.
And it was kind of like, can Brad do it? And blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Basically they were like, he aged out of being able to play himself that young, basally. And they were just it's a great script.
Well,
it's a
now
really
they
fun
should
story.
Do it. They should de-age him. That would be great.
Oh my God.
Would it? I don't know.
Well, the funny thing, like Charlie Kaufman, for real, as like a total spec script, just wrote it out of nowhere. When he wrote Being John Malkovich, it was like he picked an actor that people sort of knew his name, but like didn't really know John Malkovich. Like he picked the most obscure dude and was like, this movie is all about this dude in his head. And John Malkovich's agent got that script out of the blue and was like, what the fuck? And then starts reading it, and he was like, Malkovich isn't even the main character. It's about a puppeteer. And he's just like, what the fuck is this?
He was like, Malkovich is just not that successful, but we still got to move forward. Like this is like, he needs this.
Nothing like this is
kind of a diss, but
nothing like this is ever going to come along ever. It's so funny. Yeah, in the movie, he's like, you fall into the head of another human, and they're like, is it anybody? And they're like, no, it's actor John Malkovich. And he was like, who?
No,
the one guy goes, That was my second pick, but that's fine. So brilliant, that movie.
Second pick. Oh
That
my
was
God.
second pick.
That was my second pick.
Oh yeah, so Chad Schmidt was a script by Steve Conrad, who wrote The Pursuit of Happiness and Wonder. I don't know if I remember Wonder.
The Pursuit of Happiness is actually a great movie. It's very moving.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And he approached Pitt about the idea and got him on board, then composed the story of Chad, a pissy, struggling actor making ends meet by dressing up as the Ronald McDonald House Charity's titular character. He's like walking around in a Ronald McDonald outfit.
Clown. They made him a clown. That's so funny. How humiliating.
So potential auteurs that were going to be approached to direct were the Coen brothers, Paul Thomas Anderson, Quentin Tarantino.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Tarantino would have been shit.
And that was Brad Pitt's list because Brad Pitt was also producing. And then Steve Conrad said, when I saw that list, I knew it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Those filmmakers are auteurs. They curate their material and generally don't just make projects that land on their desk. They build them from scratch. So I think that's ultimately was his.
They went too big.
The script is online.
Whoa!
That's
awesome.
You can like read the script. I'm actually going to read that today because
I'm going to read it right now. I'm gonna.
You know what, guys? I'll see you later. Thanks for coming.
I have to go.
I'm out.
This is a perfect time.
Peace.
This was great, but I really have to read this script right now.
Well, we are at an hour. Lindsay.
Oh, fuck. Oh my God.
Thank you so much for coming
by
on.
So fast.
Thanks
for
having
having
crazy.
me.
Yeah.
I'm such a fan.
We'll have to have you back to get to all the topics we missed.
I know. I would love to come back. I would love to take the pod on tour. You guys can show me around Chicago.
Yes.
And we'll get some comedians in a hotel room. Why can't that happen?
I volunteer to take a huge shit to stink up.
Okay.
Okay. All right, good.
Thanks for listening to We're All Dead.
We're all dead.
We're all dead, everybody.
Guys.
Thanks. Love you. Smooches, thanks for coming, Lindsay. It's been a blast.
Thank you so much for having me. This was the best. You guys are the coolest. I'll see you later.
What would you rather do instead? We're all dead.